As time passes, more and more and more information is just layered in. The knowledge just keeps on growing, right? And if you look earlier this year, we had the proof set out in March, which is the San Francisco big proof set. Cent, nickel, dime, 5 quarters, the last of the women making history. That beautiful Kennedy, and then that big Sacagawea, the 10-coin proof set. It's out. And we love to jump on the 70 bandwagon. The question is, were they struck well enough for us to be able to afford them this year? And we know what that means, right? And then the news comes out. We're discontinuing the Lincoln cent. And then you could not find any proofs because people wanted the end of the era. They wanted the chapter closer, finest known. And it's been that way for us for almost 5 months now. Finally back, after all the want lists have been filled, the 2025 San Francisco proof NGC 70s. And the price? Well, it's always going to be the ABC way. Yeah. With the marketplace north of 100 right now, and our rival networks at 119 to 139, we're at $69.95 for this gorgeous proof Lincoln cent. And it's in the beautiful Lincoln label, which is what this is called. So let's talk about where these come from, what they are, and we'll start with what they are. Proof is actually a method of manufacture. Coins that are struck for circulation, business strikes, are slapped once and put out there. Philadelphia, Denver are the ones that make them right now for us. Collectors have something made for them which is called a proof. And it used to be for dignitaries, it used to be people, places, special events, and so forth. A proof, something to approve and work forward with. And in 1950, the U.S. Mint opened that up for collectors across the board. So for the last 3/4 of a century, the topic of proofs have been there for us. That they take the die, the obverse, the reverse, in this case, Lincoln and the shield, and they polish it up. With today's technology, they can also add in the frosting and contrast to where it looks like it's a mirrored background, right? A regular coin is struck once. A proof is struck twice with enormous pressure, which gives us that crazy contrast, that outer rim that looks like, it's going to cut you. It's that sharp. Gorgeous. But that background is mirror wow. Well, that means any little fault in this coin is going to show up under magnification. So that is why, when I referenced earlier, we're hoping and hunting for those 70s, the perfect coin. It's tough because they're all supposed to be great, but they put these by gloves into a plastic lens, and then the lens is closed, and then you got to crack the lens open and reverse that process and not damage the coin. Wish it was that simple, right? If it was, they'd be affordable. Now, again, at $69.95, I'm on record as saying that's way affordable, a great value in today's marketplace. But the other part of this is the end of the era of the chapter closing, right? The cent has been out there since 1793. The Lincoln's been out there since 1909. And now it's a chapter closing. The proof, the quality, the high end. But here is what we got. March 4th is when the proof set came out this year, right? And right now, into the year, 5 months later, right, we have, what? A little, give or take, 200,000 proof sets that have been made. That is the only place to get this coin. Now, the other side to remember is the silver proof set just came out, and the Lincoln cent, as it is right here, is the same in both sets. So the Lincoln and the Sac are actually larger, the nickel as well, are larger known proof populations because the dime, the quarters, and the half dollars are made in silver in the silver set, right? So that means that this number gets a little bigger as the year goes on, how many are available to make. Well, if you go on right now and look at NGC's population report, you're going to be, well, surprised. Big time surprised. As of today, 3,052, so 3052 have been certified as 70s. Now, there's a couple of different reasons. First of all, Quality has to be the place. Second of all, well, they announced that the Lincoln is over. They also announced the Kennedy is over, so people are hoarding the proof set. I understand that. I have mine set aside. My guess is you do as well. Because you have that end of an era with two of the iconic coins in U.S. history. The Lincoln cent, Kennedy $50. And then the cost of a proof set, right? Give or take 40 to 50 bucks based upon where you buy it. And then you got to break it up and send it down there. And you got to hope you get the 70. It just becomes problematic. So as fees, the costs of certification, the cost of the proof sets have all gone up over the years, these coins have also become more and more of a challenge for quantities. But 3,052. Yeah, that is outright special, outright wow. Guys, I don't have time for a clock. I just noticed we just had a huge spike on the phones, and thank you. If you're visiting us via avccoins.com, our website, whether it's a smartphone, laptop, home computer, and it's in your shopping cart, I can't see it. Push it through, please. Lock your order down. It's been a long time since we've had these. Our price is way under that of everybody else. And this might be the last time we have them this year, just by the sheer wow of the coin. Gotta go. Thanks for listening.